Hey guys, what's going on? This is gonna be my 5.1 first impressions video. Sorry for any unintelligible talking. I'm really tired from yesterday. I don't know if you guys have ever had that where you got a lot done the previous day, worked your ass off, but the next day, even though you got a lot of rest, you're still just tired. That's me today. My eyes are just killing me because I had to look at a lot of text, had to do a lot of really particular, specific stuff where I'm really focused in and I can't mess it up. It's got to be just right, and my eyes are just killing me today, and I'm pretty beat. So, yeah, I know you guys don't want to hear about that. So let's get into the 5.1 first impressions. As a lot of you guys know, Windwalker monks got a pretty big buff across the board. The only thing they nerfed was our self-healing slightly, which I don't know if they did that to make it not scale as well. Because the thing about Windwalker self-healing is that it scales with gear. Most of our self-healing is based off of damage. So as PvP power got buffed, we're going to be doing more damage, which leads to more healing. So it sort of double dips in that manner, and I think they nerfed it for that reason, because as our damage got higher with PvP power, and since they are putting more and more PvP power on the gear with the upgrades, with just gear in general, they didn't want our self-healing to go completely off the wall crazy. So I think that's why they nerfed it. I haven't noticed it too much, but it's definitely noticeable. Another thing they did, that's really the only nerfs I can think of. They nerfed healing elixirs, but not too bad. That's one of the talents I used to like. I'll probably switch it out for dampen magic pretty much all the time. Or it's not dampen magic, whatever it is, the magic one. So yeah, that's all they did nerf-wise that I can think of. Buff-wise, they gave us a 10% static movement speed all the time. We move at 110% speed as Windwalkers all the time. That's really nice. That's one of those good quality of life buffs that it's just nice. That was one of the weaknesses of the Windwalker. If you got like 2 to 3 yards ahead of us, then you were golden, because if we rolled to you, we would roll past you, and we couldn't successfully serpent kick to you because it's got some lag to it and doesn't really work well if you do it really quick and cancel it. Sometimes it doesn't cancel. So that 10% movement speed, that's not game-breaking. That's not like, oh my god, monks are moving at 10% faster, that's OP. No, it's just one of those nice quality of life things. Good buff, definitely don't mind it. I'm not looking at that going, this is stupid, this is just overpowered, but it is nice. Another thing they did, Tiger Palm. This is the major buff they did. We no longer have to stack 3 stacks of Tiger Palm to get 30% armor pen. Now we just get it on 1 stack. Something I completely agree with. It was ridiculous in Arena. It was such a huge ramp-up time for it to be so easily countered, or just, you'd get screwed over so much. You'd finally get that 3 stacks of Tiger Palm up, use a shitload of energy, use 3 globals, use 3 chi, you'd finally get it up, and then have a bad fear path, and it would fall off. And you're just like, well, fuck! And you had to do the whole process over again, use a bunch of energy, use a bunch of chi, and it just sucked. Now, one and done. 1 chi, 30% armor pen. If it falls off, you don't have to worry about it because it's just 1 stack, 1 reapply. Really easy, really simple. Now, with that being said, I would have rather them not done it. I would rather them leave in the 3 stack because it's a nice skill cap thing. Good monks will be able to keep it up, and you'll be able to tell a good monk from a bad monk. And I wish they would have actually buffed the ability itself, but they're not going to do that. They would rather make it easier than make it better, because yeah, come on, they got to make the game a little bit casual friendly, but I'm okay with that. Overall, okay. It's too early to say how good Windwalkers are going to be, just because it's too early. I think there will be more 2200 Windwalkers, but I don't think you're going to be seeing a lot of Windwalkers just run. You're not going to see Windwalkers just shoot up the ladders. I don't think we're going to be I don't want to say rank 1, but I don't think we're going to be a top tier arena class yet, but I think this is definitely a move in the right direction. I think it's something that's it's good. I like the changes thus far. Pretty fun, but don't expect Windwalkers to be top tier, run-of-the-mill fucking 2600 top 10. You might see a few. You might see a few rogue outliers up there, but I wouldn't think so. Other classes are still, I still think some other classes are top dog, but there definitely will be more high-rated Windwalkers, and I think it's an overall step in the right direction. So my first impressions, a lot of you guys want to know what they were, and there you go.
You developed the Spartans to crush human rebellion, not to fight the Covenant. When one human world after another fell. When my Spartans were all that stood between humanity and extinction, nobody was concerned about why they were originally built.